Yes, it's the Division 2 again, and based on the performance of the first Division 2 video, I expect to maybe lose a few subscribers and get hardly any views at all, but that's okay because I'm in this for the laughs. Regardless, I do have a few reasons for posting this video. First of all, YouTube is on a rampage deleting channels and demonetizing channels. Now, that doesn't apply to me, obviously. I'm about as far as you can get from being monetized. But if you keep posting the same content over and over, so I've heard, that raises a red flag with YouTube. Because they have this thing about AI. And for all anyone knows, I may be AI, though I wouldn't tell you if I was. So I'm posting something a little different every once in a while, just because I have actually put a lot of work into this and I don't want to just lose it. Second of all, I want to talk about computers. I'm not a tech guru. I don't want to be a tech guru. What I have learned about computers, I've learned in the school of really hard knocks. But this computer that I have here is not quite a year old. I got it last fall sometime when my previous computer just decided not to power up anymore, and I could not figure out why. I do plan to return to that computer and see if I can make something happen, but I haven't done that yet. Anyway, it's not a bad computer at all. In fact, it's technically an upgrade in a couple of ways. Although, in a lot of respects, I did like my old computer better. One of the reasons that I got sort of a deal on this computer is because the motherboard is not great. It's not bad, but let's just say it isn't loaded with features. And that's okay because for one thing, I don't overclock at all anymore, and I haven't for a long time. But apart from that, one thing about the motherboard that does irk me is this lack of M2 slots. Right now I have a pair of 2 terabyte SSDs sitting in a plastic bag on my desk because I have nowhere to put them in this computer. Or do I? Because I was looking at the possibility of getting a PCI card in which I could put those SSDs in, and I wouldn't expect great gaming performance out of that, but at least I would have storage space that I am sorely lacking for various things, because the computer only came with a 1 terabyte SSD, and that goes away quick in this day and age. So in the process of investigating that, I came across the technical specifications of the motherboard that is in this computer, that the BIOS and Windows both say it's this model, and according to that information, it does in fact have another couple of SSD slots, M2 slots, I'm sorry. If that is the case, they are cleverly disguised as something else. But what I'm going to do when this video is posted is unhook the box, take it to a safe spot, open it up, and take a good hard look and see what's in there. I have looked before, but I'm going to look again. And if those slots are in fact there, I will put these SSDs in, and hopefully it will be a happy day. On the other hand, and this leads me to my next point, if I have any sort of problems booting to the point where I'm looking at an OS reinstall, it is not going to be Windows. I've been thinking about moving to Linux for some time now, and in my spare time trying to do the research for it, because I really don't know how it all works very well. But if everything goes belly up on this little project, then I'm going straight to Linux. I'm just going to throw caution to the wind and do it. I don't even know what version yet. Maybe Bazite, maybe Mint. I'm not sure. But to put it bluntly, I have had it with Microsoft. They won't even let me play Flight Simulator. I have a Flight Simulator channel separate from this one. I haven't been able to post anything on it since, I don't know, last fall, I guess, when the other computer decided not to start. I tried installing Flight Simulator on this computer. It did install, but Microsoft was very reluctant to let me even log into their super uber brain in the sky game, whatever it is. And when I did manage to do that, the game crashed while it was loading. Over and over again. Several times, many times actually. So I uninstalled it. And I am now Flight Simulator-less. Which really, I guess, isn't the end of the world. I mean, I've been having a lot of fun doing other things, like Elite Dangerous. I'm also playing the old Knights of the Old Republic, which I'm not making videos of. But that's been a hoot. And that's kind of where things are right now. So, worst case scenario is I turn this computer into a brick as well somehow. But somewhat less worst case scenario is I'll be gone for a while trying to figure out Linux. So that's where things stand, and I thought that this footage from The Division 2 would be a nice background for that. Because I really do, I mean, I really have developed a grudge against Microsoft in the past few years. It used to be kind of it's Microsoft, okay. But they, and of course other companies, are just going out of their way to push all of this AI stuff, which I personally don't get a lot of benefit from. I don't need it. I don't want it. The only AI I'm aware of that I actually choose to use is occasionally when I want to put some music in my videos. I have an AI music website I go to. And, you know, the music, if you keep prompting over and over, turns out to be okay. But more importantly, I don't have to worry about licensing or copyrights. So that makes life a little bit easier. And I think the video's a little bit better, which of course is highly relative. But regardless, I'm just sick of the Microsoft updates. Settings constantly get changed that I have to go back in, hunt down, and fix. It's just become a god-awful mess. And I'm done with them. I'm sure Linux will bring its own set of challenges. That's fine. I don't expect everything to be completely easy and problem-free. At least I don't get the impression that Linux is actually trying to push a bunch of bullshit on me that is not for my good, it is for their good. And that's all I had to say on that subject. So, anyway, about The Division 2, I really enjoy this game. It's, I guess in a way, it's kind of dumb, stupid fun, but I also like the tactical elements, I guess I should say, of it. How important cover is, all that. I'm not a fan of the looting system. I get the feeling that it's a lot like Ghost Recon Breakpoint, if you're playing in that mode, that looting mode, where you don't start seeing better stuff until you're using the highest colors, for lack of a better description, that you have. I say that because, yes, you have the blues, but it might not be as good as the green you were using, but you're still not going to see better stuff unless you use that less good blue. That just makes no sense to me. I'm not sure that's the way it works in this, but I get a feeling it is. But for the most part, it's just a really fun game, especially if you're playing with a friend or two or three. I play this Saturday afternoons with my best friend who lives halfway across the country. And it's just a gas. Pure and simple. So, that's it for the business portion of this video. Now, as a little reward if you made it this far into the video, here's something that I thought was an absolute riot. This is a hostage rescue mission that popped up. I think this deserves a little bit of a music bed. I hope you enjoy.
Access key detected. Incoming hostiles detected.
And here's our hostage. She's free. Madam, on behalf of the division, may I just say, oh.
Do it, people!
She's all right. She's okay. And that takes care of it for this time. Thank you for watching. I hope you stick around for the next video, whenever that's going to be, whatever that's going to be, probably Elite Dangerous. And in the meantime, take care and wish me luck. Thanks again. Bye-bye.